Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining in, appreciate it. Today's going to be a short video just because I don't really have much content to be making right now. But I want to show you guys a couple things that I found in the car. Unfortunately, it's a lot worse than what I thought it was going to be. It's just, I've never done this kind of job before in a sense of cutting out body panels, replacing it with, you know, either regular sheet metal. Like me personally, I would like to put a whole brand new floor pan in. I know that's a big job, and but unfortunately the biggest part about that is that it's just not available. So I can't get sections of this car. I don't know if it's because, you know, it's not that popular, maybe because of the year of the vehicle. I don't know what the situation is. I just know the FCs are definitely one of the most uncommon, same with the FBs in a sense of just older Japanese cars. But I'm going to show you a couple of things that I found, and then it just started opening up a whole new can of worms and more problems, more rust, and made me want to, you know, consider just dumping the project and not having to actually deal with the issue. But you know, once I got one of my buddies that came over last night, got his opinion on really what, you know, he thinks, how bad he thinks it is, and at the end of the day, everything is fixable. It's just a matter of how far of an extent you have to go through to fix it, or how much it's going to cost, right? And I think that's where you have to weigh out to really understand if it's worth fixing or, you know, just dumping it and getting onto a new car. I mean, at the end of the day, I still feel that this car is worth it. You know, yes, I understand this car, maybe a cleaner Rx7's out there, you know, with no rust, no problems, but at the end of the day, there's still going to be problems no matter what car you have, no matter how old the car is, stuff like that. You know, the engine runs great. You know, yes, there's some small imperfections like the paint chips and stuff like that, you know, blemishes, you know, in comparison to other things that could be on other cars. So I'm going to show you a couple things, like I said, just in regards to what I found last night. Okay guys, so just wanted to show you, just because I've been working on the car the last couple of days or so, just off camera, just to try and get all the small knick-knack stuff done. And this was a little bit, little time consuming. All this or I guess rubberized paint or sealer, whatever this would have been from the factory. Just stripping all that away, as you can see. Just really kind of pushing as far back as I can to give myself enough work space to go through and everything like that. But the issue that I ran into yesterday was this little guy right here, and I found 3 of them, and I think there's actually 2 more that I have to take out. And what this is somebody patching a rust or a problem that thought that was probably going to go away and not have to worry about it, but as you can tell, it has not gone away. So what the guy did was he put a patch underneath this here along this whole strip. I think there was another one up here as well too. As you can tell, the rust just kind of goes along the edge here and a little bit farther back and back in that one section far back there. So just makes finding more and more situations out that's causing me to get more mad and upset, and, you know, again, thinking if I should go through with this or not. Same thing over here, as you can tell, you gotta put another strip along there. And of course, when you're looking from the inside, it's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, just clean it up, you know, probably patch some stuff in, you know, not a big deal. Same thing with right here, there's a little hole you probably see right in that section that goes around this bracket, similar to what happened on this side. The unfortunate thing is this side just went all the way through. Also too, just in this back section here, right, there's a hole there. Well, there's one over here as well too in that section. So it's just frustrating, I think, from my side, because, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what you're buying or no matter what kind of car you're looking at or anything for that matter, you know, make sure you do your due diligence in the sense of looking it in. You know, if I knew the problems that it had, would I have gone through the deal? You know, I'm trying to go through that in my mind, and I'm just trying to think, would I still go through with the trade and getting this car and, you know, everything like that. And, you know, I think if I made an honest answer, it'd be no. But at the same time, you know, I'm happy and I'm kind of thankful that I went through with it, because at the same time I'm doing it and I'm doing it right. Like, I'm cutting it, all the bad out, and I'm putting in new sheet metal, you know, the way it's supposed to be and everything like that. But I mean, at the same time, you know, do I want to be dealing with this? No. But at the same time, you know, for me it was a cheap investment. So, and it's not like this is a costly repair. It's a time-consuming repair. You know, sheet metal is probably gonna cost me 100 or 200 bucks. You know, maybe not even, in a sense. I think I just need like 18 gauge or 20 gauge in sheet metal, and I just have to go pick it up from my local like hardware store or whatever the place is to go pick that up. In a sense, it's just, you know, time of cutting and welding and painting and, you know, grinding everything away. You know, I'm lucky that it's not the full floor pan, right? Because I've been watching a lot of YouTubes and everything like that, where guys have been having to do the entire floor and everything like that, and things aren't accessible to them either. So I think it's just a matter of, you know, getting through this and learning everything, obviously showing the content for you guys. But, you know, yes, to say the least, I'm frustrated because I didn't think it was that bad of a job. I thought the only thing I was really going to have to deal with was, you know, this guy right here, which, you know, to me it didn't look that bad. I was just gonna cut, repatch, but finding more and more as I'm coming along, it's just, yeah, it's frustrating because I don't want to, you know, deal with it, but at the same time I'm having fun with it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up, get this all organized a little bit. Just going to show you an easy way that I found taking off this black tar stuff that the factory, or from the factory, that they would have put in. And yeah, I'm not really going to show much today, because what I'm actually going to be doing, I was talking with my buddy that was over last night, where he has a welder, so we're going to take this car over to his place, and we're going to just take this car apart all and that weekend and start cutting, welding, shaping, you know, everything, just in that, because I want this car done as fast as possible. I want to get it on the road as soon as I can, just so I can enjoy it. And two, I have to get it out of the way because I'm getting my FD soon. So yeah, but anyways, guys, let's get to it. Let's just clean up a bit, and I'll show you how I took this tar off. Like I said, it's not going to be a long video. We're just going to do a couple things, and that's it. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you how I was getting off this this really thick rubberized coating that would have come from the factory. Easy way I found. I'm sure I could have grabbed the heat gun and tried peeling it back, or there's a lot of parts that was either soft, but then most of it's really hard. So I grabbed just a regular chisel. I'm sure you can grab any one that you have. Make sure it's really sharp though. Either you can get in there, hammer it down a few times, and then go over, or if you find from a corner or whatever the case is, just give it a little bit of a hit. You know, and then it just starts really chipping away pretty easy from what I found. So I was going to end the video there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut out some of the metal that's on the driver's side. When I was talking to my buddy, he said that because those cross spaces that go along the floor, they could be very huge in the sense of structural support for the car. So if we take them out, then we start welding all this new metal in, it could cause the car to shift or be, you know, cockeyed in a sense. So I'm only going to start with one side at a time. Get everything cut, get everything prepared, because like I said, this weekend I'm going to his place. I just wanted to try to get some stuff done, but I'll show you what I did inside the car here. As you can see, I already drilled out the spot welds here, and then I just started cutting out just kind of like a square line. Square is going to be the easiest for then putting the new piece back in, but just making nice cuts somewhere that's going to be flat, right? So you want to make sure, you know, you're not cutting like halfway in between a nice little chunk, even if you have to go a little bit farther back. So I'm just trying to cut this out, go all the way back to about here, and then essentially this piece should just fall right out, and that's what I'm hoping for. So let's get to it and get this piece out. Okay guys, so that is the first section cut out. I don't want to go necessarily too far into it without it being at his place. Now that the bracket's out and, you know, obviously exposed, now I can do everything that I want. So just making sure that making this metal flat again is going to really help, obviously, when you put it back in. And these holes are going to really help when we're welding it all and everything like that. But just making sure that you clean off everything, because see how it's sandwiched in between two pieces. So we got to get this whole back section completely off in order just to have this piece. So when we weld this back in and we line it up with the seat, that we're only going to have, you know, this to worry about. And bam, just like that. So really you just want to separate those two pieces and try to clean up as much as rust as possible. It's only going to help you in the long run. The nice thing is that this metal is still pretty good. And just clean up the back as well too. Good little tip as well, you know, because technically if you paint under here and then you start welding, you know, the paint's going to just start burning and stuff like that. There is specific welding primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint all on the inside as well too, and maybe just touch up a little bit on the front here, because just when you go and weld it in and you weld around it, it's still going to be covered in that paint, or at least it's supposed to. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. Honestly, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the content I'm giving you, and definitely going to be making some more videos to come. Have a great night, guys. Peace.